The game that I'm reviewing this week, as I'm doing a series on reviewing the Batman films, I thought, why not review the game that came out for the first Tim Burton Batman film for the Sega Mega Drive, Batman. So let's review now, Batman the game. The game was released in Japan in Christmas 1989, then in North America on the 13th of February 1990, and then was finally released in Europe on the 14th of September 1990. It was developed and produced by Sunsoft. The game is loosely based on the Tim Burton Batman movie, and the levels on the Mega Drive version follow the movie loosely. However, the NES version doesn't follow the movie and goes in a different direction. The game is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, very similar to the Shinobi and Streets of Rage games, although not as advanced. You can use the action button to make Batman punch while in the standing position, and while crouched he will kick. He has a limited amount of batarangs, which he can throw at enemies, and you can pick up more as the game goes along. You can also pick up more life along the game. Batman also has a grappling hook, which you can climb onto ledges. The levels are loosely based on the film. For example, the boss on level 2 is Jack Napier when you are Axis Chemicals, and once you hit him, he falls into the vat of chemicals which turns him into the Joker. There's also the museum level, where you fight a massive version of Lawrence, one of the Joker's henchmen, and there was a cutscene from where you rescue Vicky Vale. You can also drive the Batmobile on levels and also fly through Gotham with the Batwing. Using the Batmobile, you can fight the Joker's vehicles, and there's also tanks along the way. And with the Batwing, you also fight helicopters and the air balloons that are made out of clowns that are in the movie. The game ends with a final showdown in the Gotham Cathedral Tower where you defeat the Joker. The game is fun, but it's really difficult to play. The graphics are really good and the Batman sprite looks really cool, although the walking looks a bit dodgy. It looks like he's doing like a really mean power walk. The game seems like a match between Streets of Rage and Shinobi, with it being a little more sluggish and slower than the games. The baddies seem quite random and not in the film. The thugs seem a lot like in level 1 at least, seem a lot like the baddies on the Streets of Rage games. The game can seem frustrating at times as well, with the difficulty in the levels. Also with the jumping, sometimes it doesn't register a jump and you can miss a ledge or fall into a hole, and also land on an enemy when you jump. If you hit an enemy, you automatically lose some life. But the Batmobile and Batwing level really makes up for this, and in my opinion I find it really fun to play a 16-bit game as Batman. It's definitely a classic and I highly recommend playing this game. Just the soundtrack as well, it's a really cool soundtrack. The beginning bit of the game as well plays the Danny Elfman Batman theme, and the soundtrack between levels is really cool. The really original soundtracks, and they're really fun. And I definitely recommend this game if you can get a copy of it and play it, either the game or play it on an emulator. You'll be surprised how good the game actually is. Really fun game to play. It really takes me back to that kind of 16-bit game, and I just like that you can play as Batman in the 16-bit form. I've heard that the NES version is supposed to be the best Batman game for the 8-bit, but I really enjoyed this one. It's really good. I've got Batman Returns as well, which I'm going to review. It's the next game as well, as I'm reviewing the Batman Returns film as well. So yeah, really pleased I've got this game. I'm really enjoying playing on it. I haven't completed it as yet, quite close, but I'm getting there, and it's a really fun game to just play. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you played this video game, if you still play it now, what are your thoughts on it. And if you like to look at my Batman reviews, I've got them on my playlist, so check them out. There's more coming each week until I review all of them, and there's a couple of Batman animated films that I will review as well. But is it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in another video.